Anthony Brown is right now playing as your best cornerback.
Oh, see, that's a triggering statement, Brian. That's the problem.
Anthony Brown is right now playing as your best cornerback.
We're going to get into a semantical battle here. I'll say yes and move on with my day. Yes, he is.
Jeff, I need you to be a little bit more on that one.
He is, but how do you measure the value of 8 different times being the guy that is responsible for your team getting the ball back? Like if you were...
He's had 3 of them.
Yeah. 8's a giant number, but in a play, if you said, hey, they're going to throw on this 3rd and 5, who do you hope they throw at? My answer is Anthony Brown. I think it has the best chance of that football not being caught by the offense. So in that way, yeah. But, man, 8 interceptions is a lot of interceptions. Trayvon Diggs is currently like the 110th out of 119 Pro Football Focus, who, again, they suck at grading coverage. Mm-hmm. But he is graded as like the worst starting corner in football. It's so wild.
Just staying with his man or the full body of work to being a corner?
That's my problem is I don't think you guys, your scale needs to be adjusted if 8 interceptions doesn't make you better than the worst in the league.
Yeah, I'll go with Anthony Brown, though. I think he's playing great over the last, 3 of the last 4 games or so, just going off the top of my head. But for the season, I think Diggs is a better player. And earlier in the year, Diggs, when he was playing at the top of his game and Brown was struggling, it was a bigger gap than what we're looking at now. Like Brown has rallied to make it a conversation.
See, I asked this question last night on the post-game show, to Ari and Brad Sham and them. And I just kind of felt like that, it goes back to, and it's funny too, I was talking to Todd Archer this morning about it as well. Do you want Byron Jones that's going to make every single play out of 1,000 snaps and not intercept the ball? Or are you going to want a guy that has 8 interceptions but gives up plays?
This organization's made their decision. Yeah, it's big for them.
No, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, is like, do you want the guy who, like you're Jeff?
They want Diggs.
Yeah.
I just want Byron on the days when Diggs doesn't have a pick. And on the days when Diggs does have a pick, I want Diggs. It's easy. Just give me all the picks.
I need takeaways. I'm willing to risk bad coverage to get it. I'm gonna make my defensive ends go pressure that quarterback, make stupid decisions.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like what Jeff was saying. If it's 3rd and 5, I think I want the guy that's going to cover and knock the ball down. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The drive keeps going. If Diggs gets a defensive holding or something like that.
I mean, Diggs had a pick, but because everyone had a pick, he was actually your 3rd best corner. Yesterday.
There you go. Better chance for sustained outstanding play, Jordan Lewis or Dorrance Armstrong?
Oh, geez.
Better chance for sustained outstanding play, Jordan Lewis or Dorrance Armstrong?
I'll go with Jordan Lewis because I think he has the skills. He's demonstrated it a number of times.
I'll go with Dorrance Armstrong because I want to be adopted by the Joneses, and they seem to think that it's Dorrance Armstrong. They're big fans. And he played well. Big special teams play, big sack. He had a great game.
Yeah.
Man, do Jerry and Steven love Dorrance Armstrong.
I know. It's like Jerry always mentions, it's his one name that he always has on the top of his head.
They always refer to him as a great player. Yeah. And I'm like, that great player is like your 4th D end.
I said that. I heard the word great, and I'm like, how about just like, the thing that always bothers me, I think, more sustained play is Jordan Lewis, by the way. I think Jordan Lewis is one of those guys that, like, you could, like, it's like whoever the odd cover is, just throw Jordan Lewis into the mix. It's like, oh, well, here, we need you to carry this back. Oh, we need to carry this tight end. Oh, we need you to carry somebody. He's kind of a guy that's so competitive that I think that he's going to relish those opportunities. I worry about Dorrance Armstrong. I say this all the time. I think Dorrance Armstrong has one of these games we get really, really excited about him, and then we don't see him for the next 3 games, where you need him to be really good against Kansas City and the Raiders and the Saints. And then there's not that sustainability about it. I think that Jordan Lewis is the guy that's probably going to have the better chance of being that way. Okay. Have we seen the last of Terrence Steele?
Yes.
Hell no, you haven't. These guys are going to get hurt.
Oh, that? Okay. Yep. That's fair. Mm-hmm. I thought we were talking about like depth chart. Because depth chart wise, yes. We can quit with the weird thing that people were doing where it's like, maybe Steele's better than Lyle Collins. Chill out. He's not. He never was. Lyle Collins' game that he just played is better than Terrence Steele has ever played a game in his life. Lyle Collins is a Pro Bowl-ish right tackle. So when Tyron's back, you got your tackles. You have depth at tackle. That's awesome. Be happy about it. Don't try to pretend that Steele needs to be playing over one of your offensive tackles. Now, if you get to the offseason and you decide, hell, Collins is under contract, Connor Williams isn't anymore, we're going to play Lyle Collins at guard because we know Steele can play tackle and we think that's our best five, cool. But for now, everybody just chill out. Now to Gavin's point that someone's going to get hurt.
No, I like that character. I think that's like a butt rocker Cowboys fan. Maybe Steele's better than Collins. Hey, why not, man?
He is.
Shock Jock FM DJ here, Cowboy. No, I think you nailed it, man. And I would like to explore the idea of Steele at right tackle and Collins at left guard next year, though.
Yeah, I think that might be the possibility that you look at, right? Okay, speaking of guard, is it what is it with Connor Williams? Is what it is? What is it with Connor Williams? I mean, everybody wants to say, and Mickey came on today, and I kind of agreed with Mickey on this. I mean, you talk about 65 plays, you have 3 bad plays, you're grading the other plays. I tend to kind of focus on that, but they're not going to make a change at guard, are they? They're just not.
No, they're not. And what is it?
They're going to live with the plays. They're going to live with the holding penalties, the chop block. You know, that they're going to live with that stuff. Even though I think the chop block was a bad call myself.
It's embarrassing too because when they try to toughen up, like nobody's buying it, and then they get pushed down. And I saw Jeff's Twitter earlier where I guess Biotish and Williams are playing a little bit better at center and left guard. But the what is it? They didn't draft strong enough guys, and they've had enough time now in the league that they could have done the deadlifts or the squats or the steroids or whatever it takes to get strong enough, but they're not strong enough, and it's not going to change.
I'd like to shout out Bobby Belt as my answer. Connor Williams has been penalized 30 yards more than any player in the league. Mm-hmm. He's also responsible for a league-leading 18.3% of his team's penalties. NFL leader in accepted penalties, Connor Williams, 10. NFL leader in total flags, Connor Williams, 13. NFL leader in penalty yards, Connor Williams, 110. Last year, the NFL leader in penalties was Jedrick Wills with 11.
Oh, my God.
Connor is one short with 8 games to play.
Wow.
It's weird, though, because I agree with Mickey, too, if that's what he said. Yeah. Like, if you watch
that's what he said.
every play of the Cowboy game, you will not come away from that game and go, Connor Williams was a problem.
Right.
But man, when it's twice a week, it feels like sometimes 3 when they're going 52, loss of 10 yards, replay, first down.
After it's a 23-yard pass to somebody.
How many penalties do you get before you're like, okay?
They're riding with this guy.
Yeah.
They're not going to change that. It is what it is. Just kind of keep going. Okay, my final one. More impressive. Ezekiel Elliott's 2 rushing touchdowns or his ability to pick up blitzes?
His ability to pick up blitzes because the passing game is more important. I mean, Zeke averaged 3 yards a carry on the day.
Did I lead the witness on this one?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you asked about running backs. Like Pollard and Zeke both averaged, 3 and 4 yards a carry? I'm glad that they got to get their little shine on while we were out here winning football the way it's won, throwing the ball, playing a little D, blocking a punt, doing all the important things. But no, okay, you know what? Let me flip it. What is more important is...
More impressive. I said more impressive.
Okay.
Zeke's 2 rushing touchdowns or his ability to pick up blitzes.
Yeah, I'll say his rushing touchdowns because they had stopped converting shorts.
Yeah.
And in that scenario, they were. And you need that. Ezekiel Elliott has to get a yard when you need a yard. He's got to. That's his job. So to convert it in the short yardages and get touchdowns, thumbs up.
I agree with you mostly, but I just love how he got that guy off his feet, you know.
Yeah.
He really
Deion
planted
Jones.
that dude. That was awesome.
See, I mean, to come all the way across the pocket and pick that guy up to allow Dak to throw the ball, that's game-winning football right there. So.
You know, that was the more exciting play, but being able to get into the end zone when the hole's not clearly there and he's picking and finding, I thought those were a couple of really good runs. And to what Jeff said, they absolutely have to establish those.